Let's
Okay.
see. Are we
Okay.
back? Are we on
We
the
are
same
we are
one or is it a
back.
new one?
We are back. Zach ended our live for us. He did what I did. That Joker.
Yeah, I guess it created a new one.
Yeah. So we're back. So hopefully people will find us.
Yeah. All
Oh
right. Let's see.
my
I'm gonna go to the
goodness.
other one and put a link at least to mine so people can go and see it.
I cannot believe that he did that. That Joker.
All right, so we'll wait for some people to pop in. I'll see if I can still look at some of the chat stuff that popped in earlier,
Okay,
even if I
so
can't
Blue
share
Demon
it.
says, "Oh no, it was spinning." As I found y'all, Quaylen
Okay,
message.
some people are back.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're coming
good.
back. So
All right, awesome. Welcome back, y'all. It was Zach's fault.
yeah, you know what? Do you remember how hard a time he gave me when I accidentally did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that jackleg, he did the same thing I did. So it's very easy to do. He panicked like I did and ended it.
Yeah. All right, a few more. I saw some things in the chat on the previous live that I wanted to bring up, even though I can't display it for you guys. But Blue Demon Slayer loves Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Oh
I
yeah,
think Jason, you're a huge Star Wars fan. So yeah,
absolutely.
we definitely like Star Wars around these parts. Cam Fam said they're digging my red shirt because I'm not wearing a black shirt tonight.
I've got it on, but mine's the smile more.
Okay. So yeah, Jason's wearing the black shirt tonight for me.
Hashtag Zach's fault. Yeah, you know that's right.
Yeah, I
Diego's
saw that
here.
one too.
All the
Yeah.
best marketing. That's Diego.
And then Dustin said, "Secret is a beast." What was the commercial used to say? Strong enough for a man, but pH
Ma-
balanced for a woman.
Made strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Yeah, so that's why it worked out really well for you.
Maybe because I was made for it was made for a woman, so it was perfect for me. No, I'll tell you, and as an adult, every once in a blue moon, I've gotten down. You know how you've been like on that last little bit of deodorant. You probably should have
Yeah,
gotten the new stick. You think I can make it? I can make it. And you get that one last little twist, and you're doing that, and it goes floop and falls out, and then the last little bit that was inside the little thing falls out on the floor and goes everywhere, and you're
yeah,
like, no. So I've had to use my wife's secret since then. But I mean, I don't know. Like I had a kid the other day. She said, "Coach Napier, your elbows are dry," and she walked up with some lotion and goes and puts lotion on my elbows. I'm like, "Get out of here! What are you doing?" She goes,
yeah. Kids are
"She's like,
brutal sometimes.
I mean, she goes, Coach, you've got little points on your elbow that's a little ashy." And I said, "Girl, I do not have dry elbows." And then Valerie that works for me, she goes, "They are a little dry." And I was like, "Dag on it." So anyway, I rub this stuff in, and it's like some kind of a Bath and Body Works lotion. And she's like, "I'm sorry, it smells like a girl, but at least you won't be ashy." And I'm like, "I don't care. I think I think most of their lotion smells better than ours anyway." So
Yeah, there's some pretty good. Actually, I have a what scent is that? I can't remember
hashtag
which one it
ashy
is, but
elbows.
I have one of the I think bourbon or something
Yeah.
that either my sister-in-law or my wife got me one time for Christmas. So I use it when I run out of my regular lotion, and it has that Bath and Body Works stuff. It has a strong scent to it, whether it's it smells really good or not. It's
Oh,
very
I've
strong.
gotten some that's kind of not great. I thought it smelled good when I bought it, and then I
Yeah,
got it home, or I whatever the tester I tried smelled good, and then when I got mine home and I was putting it on one day, I took it was a little tube of it, small, and I took it to school, and the guy that I worked with, he goes, "I don't know what you're putting on over there." He goes, "But today's the last day you ever put that on." I was like, he goes, "This smells horrible," and I was like, so I just threw it away. I was like, well,
Oh,
so
Danny, hey, thanking me for the shout out. I did a member subscriber shout out to Danny on my channel earlier today.
oh, that's awesome.
And then the KFM said, I thought this was a Zach free live. Yeah, I didn't know he was
Yeah,
gonna pop in.
we didn't know he was going to pop in and then pop us out.
And then
That
yeah, I
Jack
didn't
Leg.
ruin everything. Okay, I think I pretty much got pretty much all the chat that was on the original one on Zach's channel. So let me go pop up the new one and now I can see everything here. So let's
So
see.
yeah, we got yeah, Mitch is in here. Uh see, uh,
Oh, Jason, G-Dad got you. You
what do
have
you
a new
say?
nickname, Tampon Tim. Keep
What?
using your secret deodorant. Those of y'all who
Hey,
don't know, because we got some new people, G Dad is Zach's dad,
yes, and
and he picks with Jason the most, I think.
yes, it probably took him 10 minutes to type that out though. He
And then Jason picks back with him
he's
too.
got, G Dad's got voice to chat on his computer. He's like what's his name, the guy that had that little robot. Hello, I must make a pick at Jason.
So, Blue Demon Slayer, I don't live in Florida, so I don't know a whole lot. We do have a lot of friends in Florida that's a part of this community, so they may be able to chime in. I do know, well, Sir Henry's, they have multiple events. It's a haunted trail, so if you're into, scary stuff like that, they do a trail, Halloween, obviously, because that's the perfect time. They do one for Christmas that's like a couple of weeks. They do a Valentine's Day one, and then they have a barbecue Wild West themed one, which is going on this weekend. I think today is the last day. The Valentine's Day and the barbecue one are only on a weekend. And then I don't know if Greg from Greg's Game Room is in here, but he goes to a lot of different things down there, like conventions and various things like that. So hopefully, a few people, like I said, have chimed in. We mostly go to Florida for like Disney, Universal
Yeah.
stuff. We're big amusement junkies, the three of us. Zach will be back next week, so Zach will probably be able to tell you some more things too, because he probably spends more time down there than Jason and I do.
He's big into the scare community. He's a scary guy.
Oh, this is cool from Dustin, not a Star Wars fan, but was born on Star Wars Day. That's really cool.
Oh, that
It's
is
supposed to be
cool.
with you. So we're a little early on that, but that's awesome. Oh, Mitch, Zach will not live this down.
No, no, no. And he doesn't. I've not even texted him. I need to text him like you ended our live, Jack Leg.
That's so funny. You know how they gave you grief for you being late?
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be Zach's grief for like the next few months.
Zach cut us off. Yeah, because he really gave me a hard time. But yeah. That
Jack, I think Zach saw, me and you were doing such a good job. It was probably the best live ever, and he was like, "Let me ruin that a little bit."
I swear so it's he's he should have just don't went live from his scare area.
Yeah,
Just put an earbud in. That would have been funny. Let's
say his
see.
name and he appears.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh no, Zach will not live that down.
Hashtag she elbows.
That's a thing too. But I have to be there for a while. I kept a thing of lotion, and my kids are like, come up to me and say, "Coach, you got some lotion? I'm ashy." I'm
Yeah,
like, "Sure," and I would let them have it. I mean, those kids like pump out lotion like they're trying to cover their entire body. I'm like, I thought you just had like a knee or something, or an elbow. These kids are trying to like lather up their whole body with lotion. I said, "Hey,
so
listen,
true.
every once in a blue moon, yes, but those jokers would come in every day. They were like, Coach, let me get some lotion." I'm like, "Bro, you're on tab now. You're on a tab. Like you have to throw a quarter in for the lotion jar, because but golly, I feel bad because some of those kids, I'll say it's not that bad, and they'll show it to me. I'm like, yeah, okay, come here, I'll give you some lotion.
Yeah, I keep a thing of cocoa butter on the side of my backpack at track meets, and
Yeah.
you'll be surprised. Like my wife usually is going the one going to Walmart, and so like probably about once every couple of weeks, I'm like, "Can you give me another thing of cocoa butter?" She's like, "You're going through that so fast." I'm like,
I,
"Cause these kids, they'll grab it and then use half the bottle."
I know. So Quayla must be one of your guys.
Yeah, that's one of my former students and athletes.
Oh,
So
that's
good to
awesome.
see him in. So yeah, I'm doing good, Quaylen. Good to see you.
Eddie goes, uh, oh yeah, Dollar General Jesus. Yeah, he says it wrecks your sinuses. Yeah, it is strong. Like I'll go in there. My wife can sucker me in to go into Bath and Body Works because they actually do have a men's line
Yeah,
of not deodorant, but of like colognes, and it's not crazy expensive. And a lot of times, sometimes I get just the spray, like the aerosol spray, but every once in a while, if there's something I really like, I'll get a bottle, and they usually have like buy one get another one half off or something. So
yeah. Yeah, I've tried some of the men's stuff, like the Noir. I kind of like that.
yeah,
Like I said, I have that bourbon lotion, but I found something that I really like, and G Dad's probably gonna get me for this, but I ran out of body wash recently, so I was using Dixie's, and it was eucalyptus spearmint. And I just love the way it smells. Like one of those stress relieving ones, but
Yeah.
it smells so good. Like I don't have a good sense of smell, but I can smell it. That
Yeah.
means it's pretty strong and it has a good scent to it. So G Dad, go ahead and roast me. I know you're gonna do it.
Listen. G Dad doesn't even know what he's putting on his body when he goes in and gets it back. He just sees something, he squirts it on his hand, and goes at it. So that's
Uh,
another thing. That's another thing. Do people go with an old school wash rag, or are you a loofah guy,
I'm
or
a wash rag.
you're a
I
wash
tried a
rag?
loofah for a little bit.
It's just not good on the sensitive
I just
spots.
feel
You know what
like
I'm
those
saying?
were gross because, like, do you use it once and then get rid of it?
Well, listen, if there's only one loofah in the bathroom and it's my wife's, I'm assuming she's, you know,
Yeah,
you
and you're
know,
using it multiple times before you get a new one. So I'm
I don't
like,
think my wife wants me washing my delicate areas. And she washing her delicate areas because her delicate areas are pretty. Mine are scary.
yeah, I never understood the whole loofah thing. Like I said, I tried it one time, but I'm a wash rag guy. Use it once. We throw it in the dirty clothes once it dries, and then it's over. But yeah, Danny answered Eddie's question.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, Zach scare acting. He popped in earlier
He popped
for a
in
little
and
bit.
scared everybody off in here. Check leg. Oh, that's so funny.
It did messed us up.
Oh yeah. Let's see what else we see. Let's see. 80.
I saw this one, Zach taking the night off.
Oh, I
Something
know.
like that. He left the two cool ones in charge though.
Oh yeah. I was going to tell you guys. There's a Zach. He's been watching the dungeon crawl, not watching, but listening to the dungeon crawler Carl series. He's been reading it actually, and he's been. He caught up to me and then passed me up, and he sends me a message. And the AI system in this book, that talks to Carl and all the other crawlers. She gets on and in the mornings or when they start a new when she announces to him, she's like, "Hello, crawlers," and she does all these things. So all the dungeon crawlers, all the people that are trying to survive this interstellar, intergalactic, game show to the entertainment of aliens, they're called crawlers, like dungeon crawlers. And so my buddy Jesse and I were in PE the other day, and he's a huge dungeon crawler fan. He goes, "You know what we need?" He goes, "Make a hat that just says crawler on it." And we both looked at each other, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. That would be awesome. And so I sat down and, typed out 100 different fonts, trying to figure out like which one I thought would look good. And I didn't want to do anything very comic style, but I'm very much so into script stuff like the Dodgers kind of script. So then we came up with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
It looks really good. And so I posted that. If you saw that, I posted it. And all I keep getting is like, when are these live? When are these live? When are
Yeah,
these going to be on the
I
website?
know Mike was definitely interested in them.
Yeah. And then another buddy of mine, he says, my wife's going to be contacting you. I want one of those cats. He goes, I want all three colors of the cat. It's these right here. Hold on. He says, I want all three colors of the cat. And then I also want, so these are like, I'm doing these with the hats. They're like an add-on or whatever. But
Did you 3D print those?
yeah,
Okay.
so my best friend Jesse I teach with, his wife is going to a Polycon, which is a book convention, and that's this next week. She leaves Thursday, and she takes things to trade with people that make stuff in that book community. They do bookmarks, they do just cool little things that they trade with each other, like a craft trade kind of thing. And so
Okay.
I made her 15 of each of these: a yellow, the pink, and teal blue, and she's gonna like trade for like bookmarks for like other things. And so
That's cool.
yeah, so I'm all for it. But everybody who's been going on there, I mean, I think that video had like on TikTok had 800 or 900 views. The other one has like 400 or 500 views already.
That's
And I've had
awesome.
a ton of people direct message me, so things are going good. And then
Yeah,
of
so
course,
those of you who are new, one of Jason's nerdy things is he makes hats. He has a business, Hometown Co. that's
Yep.
doing really awesome. So
Yeah, we're doing really well. We really are. Like we started off really strong. But this embroidery thing, I've only been doing it a week now. And so we've already gone from, well, the first ones we did were still not bad. And then now we've come up with these, and these, I'm already sold out of these, the Hometown Country Club. I'm sold out of these. Um, every one of these are spoken for, and I just had to order these again.
wow.
The Saturdays in Athens. I've got one or two more of these left. And then I've got a girls' version of the Hometown Country Club. It's got a cheetah print.
Oh, that's cool.
You can tell how, I mean, dude, it's pretty solid. I mean, to have never done embroidery,
Yeah,
not bad. And then here's one last one I'll show you. I don't want to talk about it the whole time, but like I said, this was like one of the first ones we did after we kind of started figuring everything out.
that's
So
really cool.
yeah, I think they're going to do really well. I think it's going to allow me to do like some like special, low number of hats with a special design. And then I was also trying to think of like what we could do as a nerd herd design that would be cool for something
That's
like
really
that.
cool. Yeah, I didn't even realize when you were sending us pictures of the crawler ones that that was embroidered because I'm
You
so
didn't know?
used to just your leatherettes and stuff. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, and you see it's puff too.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it's
cool.
it's it's a whole new thing, and I was telling my buddies, I said, my granny was a huge like hand embroiderer. She did hand stitching and
Yeah.
crocheting, and she did quilts, and she always had a quilt thing up. And my mom did that, and my aunt did. And I was sitting there thinking, my mom, my granny, and my aunt are going crazy right now in heaven. They're like, me of all people. I mean, now my granny did teach me how to put a button on, so I don't know how many of y'all know how to sew on a button, but
Oh, that's nice. I
hey,
sewed one thing in my life, and that was in home ec class in high school, and I made some boxer shorts that fell apart in like 2 weeks. I left this up on the screen because
oh
I'm
yeah,
curious here. So Blue Demon Slayer said there was a streamer that I watched, and they recommended you guys. So that's really cool. So I'm kind of curious who that is. So if you want to share that, if you're still in Blue Demon
yeah,
Slayer,
yeah,
we'd love to see who that is.
that would be awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, so we can go thank them.
yeah. I mean, because as he does lives, and of course I do lives. I used to do a lot of gaming lives, but now it's mostly just making hats and promoting products that we're doing right now, and then just talking about things we're doing. But I said, what did it say? Pro tip: Scent library is, what does it say?
Oh, sorry, I switched it. Let me go back. I saw G Dad had typed something else. See, pro tip, sit library is Laurel, Mississippi candles, melts, and lotions are all I let my wife get. They don't wreck my sinuses. Okay. So I guess that's the brand in scent
Laurel,
library.
Mississippi. That's the Napiers, right? I think that's my cousins. I'm kidding. That's not, but I'm a Napier. So you've seen that in the Napier
That's the
show?
the couple, the big guy and the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
little lady.
yeah. But his last name's Napier, and all my friends are like, "Is that your cousin?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah.
No
Aren't
big
they
deal.
called like hometown something or something like that with their
Eh,
show?
they may be. They
Yeah, it's
may
something
be.
like that. Hey, you need to connect with cousin there.
You know what? I need to just send him a hat, and because
Yeah.
he wears hats sometimes,
Yeah.
that's what I need to do is just start sending hats to a lot of these shows, and then see if I can get them put on. I'm waiting for Josh Dobbs to wear the hat that I gave him. I gave him two hats to choose from, and I may text him later tonight and go, listen, if you want to do me a solid and put that hat on at some point and wear it, and just mention that you got it from me, it would be really cool. You know what I mean? I have to try those
Okay.
candles.
Blue Demon Slayer responded, it was Sea Leg Journey. So thank you,
Oh
Chet.
wow.
That's awesome for shouting us out. Okay, they were talking about cruises. Yeah, nerdy things. Speaking of a nerdy thing, I want to go ahead and mention this. Did you see, Jason, that they're including some of the classic, iconic Star Wars characters in Galaxy's Edge now, like Han Solo, Luke, and they're
No.
walking around and everything like that? Yeah, there was an announcement made recently. I haven't looked at it fully, but I
I
thought it
think
was
it's
cool. They've been
about
showing
time.
pictures and stuff.
That's one of the things that I was disappointed with when I went the first time. I mean, I like Galaxy's Edge, but
Yeah.
I felt like it was so detached from all the other, like it was like I just felt like there was wasn't even anything there that brought me back to other than the Millennium Falcon, right? But like I don't know, I felt like some of the characters walking around, and I just wanted to see some of those people walking around. I mean, they did
Yeah.
have, I saw in Adam Woo's did something, and the Mandalorian was walking around, but I think they've got to do more stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, that was my whole big thing when they first opened it. And I know I might have talked about this before, and I know some people may
I think you have. I
disagree,
think you
but
have.
I would love to see familiar places. Like when they created Batu, and I know they put it in the books and all of that, or is it Batu? Whatever the
Yes.
name of the
Yeah. Yeah.
place is. It was so unfamiliar when I first walked in, and then there's not any signs really pointing you in the direction. Now I've been there a bunch of times now, so I know where everything is, but I would have rather walked through Hoth and then walk through
Yes.
Tatooine and then walk through
Yes.
part of Endor or Coruscant even. Like give us familiar places. So that's really cool that they got those familiar characters, especially the OG ones, because they had
Yes.
the First Order and Kylo Ren and Rey walking around and various things.
It
But
would have been nice to had some speeder bikes going around every once in a while,
oh, dude,
or just like the land speeder, going through town every once in a while, almost like a parade, like they do with Marvel characters.
yeah,
That would be kind of cool, or like I don't know, like they could even do a little show where they like drag in like prisoners, or walk somebody through that's in like that's been put into cryo sleep or whatever. That would be, I don't know, like there's just so many things they could do. Oh, I didn't show any leatherette hats. I know I didn't do that. I do have plenty down here, but yeah. Yeah, the leatherette's been really good, but we've here, I'll show you this right here. Hold on.
well, while he's doing that, hello everybody. I don't even think I've said hello to everybody. I haven't been saying hello to individual people. I've been trying something a little different this week to kind of see if we can move the show along. I know Zach typically says hey to everybody, so sorry everybody. I want to do a blanket hello, but I see a lot of people in saying hey to each other, saying hey to us. So I want to say that, and then really quick, for since we got new people. So, like we already mentioned, Zach is not on here. Zach has the channel Coker Culture, and he and his family they do video vlogs. They go to restaurants. They go to different things. Like they went recently to a serial killer, like little museum setup thing, which was really cool. Jason right there, other side, Mr. Tryhard. You saw that he makes hats and he does a bunch of vlogging stuff on his channel and he talks about his hats. And he's been getting into the new Harry Potter show that's coming out. And so that's been doing really well on his channel. And then I'm Ascalon. I do gaming videos on my channel. So I do a lot of sports game tutorials, but I do Let's Plays and stuff like that from time to time. So just wanted to throw that out there for those of you who are new. All right, what you got, Jason?
Okay, so here is the Saturdays, and this is on our Rawhide signature leatherette.
Oh, that's cool.
And this one's like going crazy. Like I'm sold out of these right now. This and 5 others go out. I've got an order of 10 more of these coming in, and I think all 10 of those are already spoken for, I think. So I had to put in another order. So I think they've got about 30 or 40 more of these in stock right now of this color. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy them all
Oh,
because
you get them all, yeah, because
yeah,
that one's been selling like hotcakes.
those really have. And then I've got some Gainesville. I've got some Gator hats going out this week. People
There you
that
go
want
for you Florida folks.
Yeah, I've got some Gainesville. I've already sold about 4 of the Saturdays in Georgia, in Athens, Georgia. So yeah, I pretty much on my channel, I've kind of been getting back into posting content. But a lot of mine's like reactionary things to like whether it's collections and things like that. They've got a new Harry Potter is about to come back out again. I think I'm going to do some playthroughs through that. But my whole channel is about trying things.
Oh, the Hogwarts Legacy 2.
Yeah, that one's going to be coming out hopefully maybe this summer. Maybe
Is it coming out this year?
I thought maybe I'm wrong.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
Yeah,
Because I'll
but
be on summer break.
oh yeah, I mean that's the thing is they never give us a game in summer that it's probably not going to be. It'll probably be something that'll come out in November. But
Yes, it was saying 2027 or 28 at this point.
well,
But they're
anyway.
trying to align it to the Harry Potter TV series, so
Oh
which I
wow.
think that's supposed to come out late this year, right? It's Christmas or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, Christmas this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Cruising Chris celebrating
Yeah,
3 months of membership?
that's awesome.
That's
Appreciate it,
let's
Cruising Chris.
go.
Thank you so much.
And I saw somebody did some memberships earlier too. Send Ben a Saturday in the Grove hat. There's they're Ole Miss fans. Oh, you know what? That's actually a great idea. I need to see if they've got a PO box and just send it to him out of the blue and see if I see it on their show because my wife watches their show all the time.
That's awesome. And then look at Cruising Chris giving $2 to me and then to Jason. So that means we got to play. Hold on, I got to find it. Which one is it?
Oh, we're doing big
It's not the
things.
membership one. Hold on. Is this one? Nope, it's not that one. I'm so used to Zach playing the the clips, y'all. My fault. I think it's this one, maybe. I'm not sure. All right, let's see if this works. All right, I think that was the right one.
Hey, that's
Thank you
pretty
so
good,
much, Chris.
buddy.
Appreciate it.
Zach Schmack. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know,
You know,
that's so
Zach's the Wizard of Oz. You know, the man behind the curtain. You know, that
yeah.
does all these different things. And so, you know, when he's absent, it's like, oh crap, I didn't even think to come in here early and just practice putting up all these things.
I know, I know. I think G Dad's here just to see if we mess it up so he can make fun of us.
I think this question is for you right here, Jason. Where did you get those made? I don't
I make
know which ones.
talking about my hats. I make all of them. I make them right down here in my studio. So the leatherette ones, I laser them out, and I design them. I laser them out of a machine that's in here, and then I heat press these on. These, of course, I'm a Richardson dealer, so all the hats I get from Richardson or Decky or all the different companies that I'm a dealer for. But I designed this, and I designed. So funny is I found a great digitizer. So digitizers, you'll send them your files, and then it's all the most important thing in all of your in good embroidery is getting a good person who does really good digitization work. And so the hometownco.com is my website. So, but I sent him this because my buddy said, "Man, you need like a hometown country club hat." We were talking about golf hats, and he was saying, "Let's do hometown golf, blah blah blah." And I was like, "What about golf, like a golf club or a country club?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, that's it." So we literally wrote this out. I went home, designed it, and came up with this. Came up with this one, this design. I sent it to a digitizer,
That
and
one's so cool. I love the
yeah,
letters inside of the duck there or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, so all of these are designs that I came up with, and then I just sent them off to a digitizer. It cost me about, I mean, a little less than $25, depending on how fast I want it,
Yeah.
per design. However, I'm trying to stick with designs that I'm going to do over and over and over. Now, if you called me, Ascalon, and said, "Hey, I want some hats for my track team," I'd say, "Well, okay, let's just say, just for instance, it was $20 a hat, but let's say the first order is $21 a hat, just to offset the cost of the digitization, and then after that, every time you need hats, there'll be no digitizing fee." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know I need to just have people like throw me ideas for hats, but I've already got like 10 designs for this, different designs for the crawler series.
Well, and that's
So
what I love about what you do, because like people have even suggested things in this chat, and you've gone and like made it. And look, if you suggest something, Jason's probably gonna stay up to 4 a.m. tonight and figure out a design for it.
oh, I will, and because I'm a creator. We're all like, here's the thing between me and Zach and Ascalon, we talk a lot. I've gotten better. I've gotten better on the chat, like because I'm not that y'all are less busy than me, but like I feel like I don't respond to sometimes our texts like I should. But then I'm like, and then I play catch up, and then all of a sudden I'm texting y'all too much. But we throw ideas out to each other all the time about things.
Yeah.
So let's see. Where are
I
we
think
at?
I made it down to the bottom.
Did you?
Yeah. Made it through. I tried to flash up a few things that some people were saying in case you guys were interested. So, of course, if you're watching the replay, you can pause, so you can definitely read it. I don't know if I had it up there for too short of a time. Another nerdy thing I want to point out. I don't know if any of you guys saw this. So I love Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, I've
I
not
love
seen it
that cartoon.
yet.
Like my mom, she's turning 66 this year. She even loves that, and she's not a huge cartoon person,
Oh,
but I
you're talking
love
about
the series. I
Avatar. I thought
finally
you were talking
watched.
about the new show, the new like never mind. I know what
Oh,
you're talking about. Sorry.
oh, I watched The Legend of Korra finally recently, and I liked it too. But I love the original, probably a little bit more. But yeah, they had a movie that was supposed to come out in like theaters, and I think maybe on streaming services. It's set when with Aang being an adult. And apparently it got pulled from theaters, so somebody leaked it online. I don't know the full details about it, but some people have been watching it. But there are some people out there, like some of my buddies have been posting about it, and they're like, I'm gonna wait until the actual release because I think they're still releasing it on streaming services, but it's not gonna have a theatrical release. So we're hoping that the leak will cause them to go back and be like, you know what, let's release this in theaters because there's a huge demand for it, even though this got leaked. But yeah,
Didn't that happen with another movie a little while back?
I don't know. But I'm curious. I need to read into it. I'm curious to find out how the leak happened.
Because sometimes they'll leak something on purpose just to kind of see what people think.
Yeah, I wonder if sometimes the company's behind it.
Yeah, I mean, but I'll tell you, man, these people, my brother, my brother, he he's been gone since 2009, but he was a member of the dark web before there was ever really anybody
Oh
that knew
wow.
about the dark web because he passed away in '09, but he was really big computer hacker type person. He had all these things. And so he would come over to the house and he'd go, y'all want to watch whatever the movie was that was at the movie theaters that just came out. And I'd
Yeah.
go, I mean, yeah, we can go to the movies. What time do you want to go? He goes, no, no, I have it right here. And I'm like, what? And so he would, and some of them were bootleg and some of them were
Yeah.
not great. But I mean, I'd say 9 out of 10, everyone, there'd be 1 out of 10 that would not be a good one. You'd see somebody kind of walk by,
Yeah.
but the rest of them were like great. Like it was like reviews that they send out to people where they get a thing in the video, it would pop up like, don't share this. And I was like, how did you get this? He goes, don't worry about it. But he had a emulator for like ROM games for like PlayStation, for
Yeah.
PlayStation 2. And so he would burn games and have every single game. And he actually, I think I said this in one of our the nights the other night where we talked about emulator. I have a PS1, original PS1 or PlayStation it's got an emulator in, or it's got like some type of emulator thing on it, and it
Yeah.
plays burned discs
Okay.
because my brother made it. And so I've got stacks of games that he gave me that were like they play just like real games. I would never do that today. I mean, never.
Well, and the whole thing with emulation, before I tackle what Dustin put here, um, I think if you can give money to the developer, the people that published it, the people that made the game, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But if the game is not readily available and you're just gonna buy a resold copy anyways,
Yeah.
I'm okay with emulation more so than I've emulated a few things like NCAA football 14 with the college football revamp mod, but I do have a copy of it on my shelf
Yeah.
there, so
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
feel bad about getting the ROM for the or whatever for the emulated version because I actually do own the game.
Yeah.
But I try to pay the developer whenever I can, but I have emulated a few things, especially older games that are harder to get, like those NES games, those Super
Well, yeah,
Nintendo games.
have you flashed, the old NES, the little classic console, like the little ones?
Yeah,
Do that?
I have the Super Nintendo one. I haven't, got it to where it's like
Flashed it?
hacked or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
and
it's
put a
called
bunch of
flashing it.
the
Yeah.
emulations on there, but I've been thinking about it.
I flashed both mine. I flashed mine, the NES version,
Yeah,
the Super Nintendo, or the Nintendo 64, whichever the ones. I think I've got three, but I flashed all of those
yeah,
to make them work. And then But I mean, it's no different if somebody gets an old classic arcade game and they flash it and put it on the arcade game case. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of the same stuff or whatever. So Dollar Junior Jesus said, did anyone watch Malcolm in the Middle, the reboot? I love Malcolm. Excuse me, Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Whenever we watch, I love that kid who would talk to himself. Yes.
I've
You know,
never seen it really, but
oh, it's so funny.
so that's what I was gonna say. I
It's
know
really
of the
funny.
show, but yeah, I've never really watched it.
Yeah, the kid in the show, he's definitely got a case of the tism a little bit, and he's just very funny. It's just very funny. Like it's cute. It's not like they're making fun of it. It's just he's quirky. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's really well done. Um, because yeah, back then there were some really good bootlegs. Yeah.
Did you
Oh
did
yeah.
you watch the reboot though of Malcolm in the Middle?
I have not watched it.
Oh, okay.
No, I just know that it was coming. I saw that it was coming back out. That and there was another one. Scrubs has got a reboot.
Yeah, I really want to watch that. I love Scrubs.
I thought Scrubs was genius back in the day. That
Yes.
show was hilarious. And I thought when I started seeing them in commercials constantly all the time, I thought they really need to come back out with that.
Yeah,
And they
especially
did.
since so many people were so upset with that final season because they weren't a main part of it. They brought in those students and stuff. So
Yeah.
I never even really watched the last season, but
I know I
yeah, that
didn't.
show was so funny. My
Oh yeah.
roommate was a huge Scrubs fan, so that's how I kind of got into it, and I love it. Like that, and it reminds me of like Psych too. Like I like that show
Oh yeah.
back in
Yeah.
the day too. My mom used to call me and one of my good buddies. We were the two
He said it
Psych
was worth
guys.
the watch. He said it was worth the watch.
Okay,
Yeah, he said it was
awesome.
worth the watch.
See, Blue Demon Slayer likes Big Bang Theory. I've seen episodes of that. I never watched it all the way through. Every time I've seen it though, it's been hilarious.
Yeah.
Like that was really good for nerd humor right there.
And I hate to admit this to a lot of people, but all my friends are huge Office fans,
Uh-huh.
and I have tried to get into it, and they told me I have to
Yes.
get they now I do think there's things I've seen that are hilarious, but when I first started trying to go through season one, I was like, this is not funny to me.
Yeah,
And
you got to get through season one. I think a lot of people agree season one is not the best season.
everybody told me if you get through season one, you'll fall in love with it. And I'm like, I don't know, but season one was just but again, all my buddies are like, you get to season three and you're over. It's
Yeah, I was
over.
about to say 2 and 3 is when they really start to hit their stride. Dixie's a huge The Office fan, so I've watched a lot with her. I find it hilarious, but yeah, I think season one they were trying to emulate the British show too much, and then finally with season two they started letting Steve Carell really be Steve Carell, and
Oh
I
yeah.
think that changed it. Yeah, it's so good. I love those mockumentary type shows. Like I loved Parks and Recreation back in the day. I got
Oh
into
yeah.
that, and then my wife and I got into Abbott's Elementary for a little bit. We
Oh
need to
yeah,
go
we've
back and
seen that.
watch
That's funny.
Watch that.
That's
Yeah.
really
That one is probably one of the best shows that portrays what
the
it's like to be in a school for
the
real.
writing in that show is on point. It's
Yeah.
really good. So yeah, Danny said she did her member milestone with you.
Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, she's got a lot going on right now. Wait, hold on. Dustin, you were in Nashville Sunday? Nashville is like maybe an hour and 20 minutes or so away from me. But did we get a Mario movie reaction? No, I haven't seen it yet, surprisingly enough.
No, but who was it? Zach said he watched it and he
Oh,
liked
did
it.
Zach finally watch it?
Zach,
Okay.
I thought he mentioned that he. No, wait, it wasn't Zach. It was my buddy Jesse. He said
Okay.
that he took his kids to watch it and he said he liked it.
Yeah,
But
I've been so busy, I haven't had the chance to. So I may not even get to see it in theaters, which is kind of sad. But
yeah.
I just the next couple of weekends, I don't have time to go, and it's hard for me to go during the week because I got to teach the next day.
Well, I'll tell you, if you've not gone to see Project Hail Mary, if you're waiting to go see it, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to go to the movies, that's fine to see it. Or if you're waiting till you read it before you actually watch the movie, that movie was phenomenal. So my son and I went and watched it yesterday at the matinee, and at 2 o'clock. So I told my son, I said, we're gonna go and we're gonna watch this movie. I said, I'll treat the movie and snacks for that. And he said, okay, Dad, I'm gonna treat for dinner. I said, okay. So we went, I said, the matinee is gonna be cheaper than dinner, I can promise you that. But so we went and watched that, and it was so good. It was such a really well done movie. I will tell you that that one's worth the watch, and I will buy that when it comes out. It's that good. And then afterwards, when went and ate at this all you can eat sushi buffet, it was
That
really
sounds
good.
good.
Yeah, and of course, my son did not get out as cheap as I did. I mean, not that it was cheap. Movies are not cheap anymore. So
No, they're not.
I mean, it was like almost $50 for us to go in a matinee. We got two
Yeah.
drinks and one candy. That was it. So
Yeah, I have been very busy with track. Thank you, Danny. And then
yeah,
Dustin, I think, is explaining the Nashville trip. Okay. Drove to Bowling Green. Okay. So you just made a pit stop in Nashville, I take it. And then Mario was mid. Felt
it
like it
was
had
good.
too much filler. Got to watch it again. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing not so good reviews about it. I haven't been really reading any of the spoiler type ones. Although I know a few things that happens, but I think they were kind of revealed in the trailer, or a few things that might pop up. But
Yeah,
like the whole Star Fox thing, I remember Zach talking about that. So that's pretty cool.
I've not seen the first one as. I
Oh,
mean,
you wait, what?
I've not even seen the very first one, but
The first one's pretty good. The
I
first
know
one's
I
pretty
told my
good.
son, I said, he goes, Dad, you'd like the first one. I said, okay, well, let's watch the first one. And I don't know why I hadn't watched it because I love
Yeah.
Mario. So I may, you know what I may do tonight? I may watch it tonight.
Watch it. Oh, Jason's gonna be up late yet again.
I
All
know.
right, so AA Run said half an hour from Nashville in Alabama, like around Huntsville. Yep, I live right outside of Huntsville, so that was spot on. Yeah, so I'm pretty close to Nashville. So if you guys ever in the Nashville area or even get to Huntsville area, let me know. All right, movies are outrageous. Yeah. Yeah, usually it'll cost Dixie and I about $30 at the minimum because usually she doesn't get anything. I gotta have popcorn whenever I go. Gotta have that movie popcorn, and I usually get a drink for us to share because they're so
Yeah.
expensive. And occasionally I might get like a hot dog or something.
Yeah. Do you think they're so expensive because I hate to say this, but they're kind of movie theaters are dying?
Well, and yeah, I mean they don't make a whole lot of money off the tickets.
It's all
So the
concessions. Yeah.
concessions is how they make their money. So yeah, I think that's why it's a little pricey, and I really hope because I'm already sad about like Blockbuster and video rental places. I really hope that movie theaters don't go away completely. I love going to the movies. I've always enjoyed it. It's been always been one of my favorite things to do. So I'll be really sad if that goes away eventually.
I mean, it's like us in the malls. I mean, we talked about this. Didn't we talk about this a while back about, how the malls were where everybody went to hang out on the weekends?
Yeah.
I mean, I worked in a mall for, gosh, 8, 9 years. I was a manager of Spencer Gifts. I told y'all that. And that was the best job because all my friends would come through and hang out in the mall all night long and then go to movies and go to eat and then go see a movie and come out. And sometimes they'd go see two movies. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Working in the mall in the late 80s and 90s was just the best time to ever be in a mall. I mean, I had the best job in the world. I really
That's
did.
cool.
Yeah.
I think back to the movies really quick. I wanted to say this because I just realized even though it says we've only been streaming for 43 minutes, that was the new stream. We only got like 4 minutes. But I think
Oh,
if directors like James Cameron has anything to say about it, I don't think the movie theaters are going away completely because James Cameron makes movies for the theaters, and I know there's a lot of other directors out there still that does that sort of thing. But with
what's
this
the new
whole
movie by
AI thing
Spielberg?
and stuff, I
Spielberg.
wonder how that might change some things too. So
What's that
be
Spielberg
interesting.
movie as that's coming out? I saw the preview for it. It was called
Wait, what type of movie?
it's a new movie. It's an alien movie. It's coming out from Steven Spielberg. It's like
Oh,
it's like not Reveal Day, but it's something like that. It's like
is it
uh
more like a horror? It seemed like it's more like a
well, it's like aliens being revealed. Like people that have been living and they didn't even know they were aliens, and
disclosure day.
that's Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
Dude, the preview or the trailer for that, if you've not seen it, Disclosure Day, that's going to be a sick, sick movie. That's going to be
Yeah.
good. You know,
Oh yeah, Dustin. Yep, Titanic, Twister, and see, Titanic was James Cameron, but those were movies you had to see in theaters. I agree with that. There are certain movies out there like you have to see in theaters. Like I don't care how big your TV is at home, how much surround sound, speakers, whatever you got. There's some you can't get that full theater experience at home. And
correct.
a lot of James Cameron stuff, like even the Avatar movies, I feel like you got to go see those in theaters.
As I would love for you to come and watch a movie down in my theater.
Oh, am I gonna be like I'm gonna change my mind about it?
I,
Maybe
well, because I have a popcorn machine down here, and so I'll start popcorn before people come. Right.
that's
So if you
awesome.
were coming over, I have popcorn buckets set out. I've
I
got
love
candy
popcorn,
set
so
out.
there
I
you
have
go.
candy set out. I've got a refrigerator down here with drinks. And so when my buddies come over, if we do a movie, I get the popcorn ready. So as soon as you come down the steps to go down, you're like, get that movie theater smell. And then when they come in, I've got everybody's got a leather seat with a recliner, and then go pick your snack. And then, but it's 7.2 surround sound down there. And I've got springs that we installed in the bottoms of the I've got risers that
Yeah,
the seats are on to kind of get them lifted up above each other.
that's
S-
we're coming to your house soon.
Well,
But I
I don't.
agree with this
Yes,
comment right here. There are films that don't need the big screen treatment. I feel like most don't for real. I just enjoy seeing them in
I
the
like the
theaters, but
sound. I like the sound. That's the
there are a few
surround
that you
sound's
need to
huge.
see in the theaters though.
Like
Look at Danny party at Jason's house.
well, when I watch a movie down here, um,
Look at what Mandy put.
you hear
I live
sounds.
close, Jason.
She said I live close. Well, when my friends, we have little like we'll have like they'll have their kids come over to do like a movie night or something like that, and my wife's always like, "Turn the volume down. It's too loud." I'm like, "Shh, these kids need to know what 7.2 surround sound sounds like." You know what I mean? So
All right, so Dustin said good surround sound makes the movie okay, but still, like,
it really does.
you gotta see it on the big screen. Like Christopher Nolan movies, you gotta see on the big screen.
Is a 85-inch TV not a big screen?
Okay, that's pretty good for your house, but
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't even know
was.
how big movie theater screens are,
I
but I
don't
want to
know.
see it on there. Like I like IMAX experience and stuff like that. So you know what's really crazy? Really quick before we wrap it up, because I think Cam Fam is already starting. There's an IMAX theater in Huntsville at the Space and Rocket Center, and it's like a circular dome. And so
Omnimax.
I saw, huh?
Omnimax.
Omnimax is what it's called. My wife just
Oh,
told me.
okay.
And I watched Star Trek, the movie with Chris Pine and all of them in there. The reboot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
series and stuff. And that one was crazy because you're like looking up and you can see stuff like kind of almost behind you, and that was an experience right there. And I mean, you can't get anything like that at
I
home.
agree. I agree.
Can't.
I agree. Like I definitely could see that. I would love to watch a movie in that place in Vegas, the bubble,
Uh, so I think
the
I'm
eye or
assuming the
whatever.
Omnimax is like
Probably
that.
the same. Yeah, the eye would be great.
Yeah, Dustin, you need to check out the Space and Rocket Center. Go see a movie there. I think they still do movies there. This was years ago because I think the Star Trek movie came out in like 2009 or so.
Mhm.
So it's been a while. But anyways, yeah, we need to wrap it up. So I think
Yep.
we did a pretty good job with
I
us
think
that.
so. I think so. I think so.
Yeah, we touched on a lot of nerdy stuff
Yeah, I
tonight.
think so. I think more than
So
we get to sometimes. So
So,
there you
real
go.
quick, so I wanted to kind of, and I didn't mention this to Jason ahead of time. I wanted to kind of control the chat tonight because I wanted to try something a little bit different. I know I didn't do the thing of saying hey to everybody, but I wanted to just kind of pinpoint some of the questions and different things that were asked in the chat. So let us know, if you kind of enjoyed the flow of tonight's show, and we'll kind of maybe start thinking about ways that we can just continue to improve this live stream for you guys.
I agree.
Because I noticed one thing I was thinking about with the podcast aspect of it is, they're not watching it. So a lot of the stuff that we pop up and different things, it doesn't matter
Yes.
to the
Yes.
podcast people. So I tried something different today. So you guys just let me know what you guys think. Jason, you want to go first? You want me to go
Yep.
first?
It's fine.
You control it. I don't know how to make us bigger.
Okay, hold on. I got it.
All
All right,
right.
guys. So listen, I'm going first tonight. Let's head on over to the Cam Fam. I am now 1 week into embroidery. It was really hard to start out. It was super scary. The dang thing was super heavy. It was super expensive and it was super risky. But dang it, I'm already making hats and doing fun stuff with it. And yes, I've broken needles. And yes, I've had to do some extra things to get it to work. And it's not been easy, but the challenge has been worth the results. So just with everything you do in your life, I tell you guys all the time, just try hard things. And who cares if you fail, if you're just trying hard things. But appreciate y'all watching, and I'll send it back over to Az. Let me minimize and then bring you up.
All right, so yeah, we probably a couple of little technical things we might have struggled with tonight, but I think we did pretty good without Zach. Of course, all three of us will be back next week. As far as my channel is concerned, I know I haven't really posted anything. I posted a new video the other day or maybe yesterday. See, I can't even remember. And of course, I've been having the Nerd Herd live streams, but um, I got 2 more weeks of track. We got sectionals coming up. We're taking 47 athletes to sectionals, and so we're trying to get as many of them to state. And state will be the following week. It's in Gulf Shores, down South Alabama at the beach, and so I'll be gone all weekend for that. So after that, I promise, and I know Lori's not on here tonight, but I know Mandy was on here, Danny, a few others. I will be back to my Friday night streams of Water Park Simulator, and I will get back to my scary game premieres on Wednesday. There's a couple of things, other things I want to take a look at too. That might be some of my premiere videos. But anyways, let me bring Jason back up on the screen. There we go.
Hey,
Jason did it. So we hope you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for joining us without
absolutely.
Zach. And like I said, all three of us will be back next week.
That's all right.
So y'all take care.
See y'all.
Peace out.